See you here. Just remind me, how many titles have you won?
Men's titles 6,
Yeah,
and then I think a couple of under 23.
And one of those was in Scotland, wasn't it?
Yes.
Because you actually had a fall that day.
Yeah, I had crashed.
And you still won. It's
Yeah,
a bit like Leo Haber just telling me he had a bike change out there and still won his. So
yeah, he's in quite good shape, Leo, at the moment. It seems. No, and I still remind Swifty that I've beaten that day with a bike change as much as I can.
Right, you went out round yesterday.
Yeah.
This is a real TT course, isn't it?
Yeah. There's not a huge amount to think about, to be honest. It's quite incredible that it's one road. Like the turn is not a definite turn, if you know what I mean. You just
quite
got to
sharp,
play
but
around
it's
to
not-
the right.
not that sharp.
It won't be coming up the tri-bars, that's for sure. And it's it's just going to be on the power the whole time. It's going to be a real grippy, gritty course where it's still fast. Like talking to the under 23s that went, it's like there's some fast average speed. So aero and power.
Sorry, to let you go. I'm just trying to think back to the Euros. You know, when you were, I think you're either a junior or under 23 junior, I think. You went to the Euros.
Yeah, in
Road
Turkey.
Euros. Time trial. So you've been doing this for so long.
Yes.
How do you, I don't know, keep the hunger and keep the motivation for it?
It's that jersey, isn't it? It's the jersey's you think, I'm 33 now, but I still think I can be better than I was last year.
Still in the peak period for bike riders.
Oh, not anymore. Kids are what all the teams are after.
Yeah, but you've
now,
got all that experience and.
That's why I'm still trying to sell. No, I love it. I love time trialing.
Yeah.
I love the nationals. I'd like a 7th title, but it's getting tougher and tougher. Especially, Ethan hates.
Well, I've never known the championships to be so packed with riders that are well toured like yourself.
No, it's so good that like riders come and do this, like James Knox and Simon Carr. Riders are not necessarily time trialists, but still come and have a good crack at the British Nationals, and I think it's good for cycling. I think time trialling, from a CTT side, time trialling in the UK is struggling a bit, so hopefully the depth of the field here is going to help that as well.
I think I would not be forgiven for not talking to you about your bike. Tell us about your bike and how it's
my team bike's Factor Hanzo. It's a good bike. It's a really good bike.
So you're running on tubs, running on tyres?
Tubeless tyres. 60
speed place?
Yeah, 60 tooth chainring with an 1128.
What sort of cranks are you running on there?
165s. 165 millimeter.
You're running 165 cranks?
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
Even I was running 170s as a junior.
Yeah. There's a little change I've made this year. And then
looks like a pretty tight block.
Yeah, 1128. Nothing here should give that any trouble. The black ink wheels.
All aero tested and usual.
We don't have much of a choice, but we're lucky that Factor made this new bike, and it's a massive step up from the old one. So we have, I think my team, Israel Premier Tech, we have very competitive TT equipment, which is good because you can go to a team and you know that. I've had it before. You go to a team and you know that you're racing with one hand tied behind your back. You just got to beat him with his team T-shirt on.
I don't recognise him. Not with that mask on.
I've got rotor cranks on there.
Are they just normal cranks or power cranks?
Power cranks. Yeah.
So it's not like the old days where you'd always take the power cranks off for a race. They just stay on the bike.
Yeah. Well, there is light now. I actually think the rotor. I might be wrong, but I believe the rotor power meter cranks are the same or lighter than a standard set of Dura-Race cranks without a power meter on it.
Oh, really?
All you ask for, they're aero as well. There's all like there's fairings. They're not structural fairings. Whatever the UCI need them to be, they are. But thank you. But they just reliable power meters. You know, Christ, all you want from a power meter is that it says the same number today than it did yesterday, and it will do tomorrow. And there's so many power meters that do fluctuate, and then you don't really know if you're on a good ride or a bad ride, depending on you have to revert then to feel. Yeah. Which is fine if you know that you're doing that, but if you think you're looking at a number that's 30 or 40 watts less than what it is, it really ruins.
It's not like the heart rate in the old days where that wasn't an accurate way of telling whether.
No. So and these are all good.
And I've got to go back to the 165 because I'm still in shock over that.
Yeah.
Is that because of the cadence, or
no?
Just optimal for some reason?
Yeah,
because I mean, most people would probably think you're on 175 or 172.
Yeah. I mean, I started life as a youngster, like when I was a junior under 23 or junior on 175s, because that was the advice back then.
Because how tall are you? 5'11", 6 foot? Yeah.
Then I think Rod Ellingworth in the academy got me on 172.5s. Then when I was at Movistar, I switched to 170s because there was.
It's all been downhill.
Yeah. There was all talk of there not being any power difference to one in crank length, but there was certainly aero gains, cornering gains, and then on the TT bike 165 for positional gains.
Which is where the power cranks come in giving you that data.
Yeah.
To work.
Yeah, if anything, I've done better power this year than previous years.
And you'd be a great crit rider as well because you've got a lot of clearance.
Yeah. I didn't enter the crit on tomorrow night, but I haven't done a crit in a long time.
Well, I was going to say, I remember you winning the London crit. Remember that London Lockdown?
It was on 172.5. No, I've just found at the back end of a TT, when your position starts failing because of fatigue, I've just found with the smaller cranks, I'm not trying to arch my back to then get the hip angle to deliver the power. I'm still nicely rotated.
So it's something that riders, because you sound like it's really worked for you.
Yeah.
It is something that riders should look at, investigate.
Yeah, I think so. Riders, we're all scared. Like I said we're all scared to go shorter, or scared for change, I think.
Well, yeah, I think, as I say, I rode 170s, I rode 172s. And because it was a norm.
Yeah.
And that was the reason. I didn't actually look into it like you have. And
no, I think there's that, everyone...
they think of 165s as track cranks, don't they?
But it works all right for track riders.
Yeah.
So it's kind of... And everyone's all about the leverage, but, there's... And I don't... Unfortunately, you're working a bit off of feel.
Yeah.
There's a lot of I spoke with people about it, and it made sense. No one gave me a reason not to, and there's plenty of reasons too. I'm enjoying it.
I've got to say that is totally fascinating.
Yeah.
It's groundbreaking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dishing what people, as I say, the normality of people thinking 170 or one.
One of my teammates in Israel Premier Tech rides the track. And he rides 152.5s on the track. Wow. And he Olympics, been world champion, everything.
Yeah. So. That's amazing. It's amazing.